In 1972, the first esports tournament was held. That was 50 years ago.
Every year, the professional gaming industry reaches new, unfathomable heights and is constantly growing and proving itself as a true competitive sport. And it's no surprise many schools and organizations are starting to pick it up. But the question remains, just how high can it reach? Well, in the year 2000, just under $750,000 was won as prize money by professional gamers. Jump forward 19 years, where nearly $250 million was won. That's $250 million. Esports at their core are competitive video games at a professional or amateur level. It often involves teams of players playing against each other in their respective game, just as any other athlete would. These teams are often owned by large organizations, just as a basketball, baseball, or even football team would be. But in the amateur setting, they're owned by small organizations and schools. But how does that work? When it comes to esports in high school, there are three big questions. How much will it cost? Who will play? And how will it be ran and organized? To first answer the question of cost, which is arguably the most important question, we need to figure out the cost of 8 computers, which is the minimum amount a team would need, including subs, to compete. The average cost for a setup ranges from $600 to $1,200, so we can figure about $800 per computer, which brings your estimated hardware cost out to $6,400. Some leagues allow you to play from a home setup, and some don't. It varies. For some comparison, on a high school football team, it costs an average of $800 to $1,000 per player to gear them up for practice and for play. Compare that to a hardware cost of $6,400 when these computers can be used by many people and for things apart from esports, and it doesn't seem too bad, right? Our next problem is interest. Who even wants to play esports? Well, we did a survey in our own high school, and out of 137 responses, a whopping 40.1% of them, which is around 50 people, said they'd be interested in joining a team. That's more interest than many of our other activities get, and that's more than enough people to start and sustain a program. And out of the 137 responses, a whopping 66.4% of them, which is around 90 people, said they'd at least be interested in attending an event as a spectator, similar to how a football game would be. These events can be ticketed to make back some of the cost of the hardware, and it's a great community opportunity. But there's one more important question. Who hosts and monitors high school esports?
My name is Jake Utitis. I am the creator and director of the Minnesota Varsity League. I started the first high school esports program in Minnesota, and I've helped over 40 different programs open. Our league now serves around 60 schools, and are for spring anticipating around 1,000 students. We schedule school against school, so you have to have a school coordinator or school employee that's going to be the coordinator of your program. That coordinator then signs up their school program with our league. Then that person creates rosters using our league platform and registers their rosters to the different leagues. Then we schedule those out for the season. You play against each other in 7 different titles. We have weekly streams, so we do stream 4 times a week, and then it ends all in one big playoff at the end for the state finals.
As we mentioned before, esports have been growing at an exponential rate and have proven to have many benefits, such as improved hand-eye coordination and better strategic thinking. It's also a team sport, which entails better communication and teamwork skills. Having an esports team within your high school can also bridge the gap between divisive school cliques. The cool and popular jocks can play video games just as well as the shy and clumsy nerds of the world. It also provides an opportunity for any students with disabilities that bar them from playing physical sports, a chance to have that team, those friends, compete, and even win.
There's no better time to start a team than now. So go for it.